So I'm getting ready for stream today. Where's my fucking Minecraft? There it is. Okay. I was logging in for a stream today to go do some stuff over here at the mob farm. And I'm like, you know what? Let me just go get some rockets, right? Because I have a little bit, but I would like, a good bit of rockets so that we can not have to worry about that today. And then I go up here, I go into free cam and I'm like, why is my mob farm not working? Like, look at this. Oh, and then I go like this and check this out, man. On Halloween, it was working. I just forgot to light up the top. So we do have some Halloween mobs, which is great. I don't know really how to save them though. I love that my theory was true and that they do not burn. The whatchamacallits do not burn. So what I'm gonna have to do is either build out from far, but I don't want these zombies to latch onto me and kill themselves. So I would have to come up here, kill everything else, including the creepers. I I honestly don't know how I'm gonna do this without a happy ghast. You know what I mean? So that I can float around here and then just shoot them from far. But again, I still don't know how to do that in a way that's going to save all of my Halloween mobs. I just need at least one of each. So one zombie guy and then one of him right here because he looks really cool. Oh man, could you imagine if we could have them as guards at the castle? Super cool. I just wanted to say my mob farm works. And here's proof that I didn't doctor my game or anything. These are my Halloween mobs. Guys, I had the bright idea to rocket around so that I can shoot them from the sky. And I think they all despawned. Oh my god. BRB, gonna go cry. Hello, and welcome to another Simi Crafts production. Hi, it's nice to meet you. My name is Simi, and this is our world. I noticed that I don't really introduce myself that often. But yeah, this is our world. We're finally getting some building done. I remember that from when we were here last time, I wasn't a big fan of this copper trim. Now we can always like change these things. I think I might go for like a spruce trim. I think I just will. And then all of the window treatments will have copper. I think that's the best way to do it. So that I can keep my sanity. If not spruce, then like a deep slate. But I just feel like spruce would just be easier. And that way we can call it a day. Um I feel like most of the things I build end up looking like this, to be honest. That's fine. Looks like I ran out of materials over here. Good to know. If we could, do some more work maybe on the wall today, I would be very happy because it's been a while since I've made progress on it. And this is going to be like one of the biggest projects. So today is just about block placing. I did unfortunately die. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Ramen. Welcome in. Thank you for 4 months of being subscribed. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, man. I did get some cows off stream and I've separated the chicken so that my chicken coop is still working. Things like that. Other than that, I've done a lot of terraforming, of course. As you guys know, always terraforming. It never ends. It never ends. Yeah, there was a bunch of mobs that spawned over here, so I captured all of them for the most part. Killed a few as well. But we got a lot to do today. Terraforming should be the name of the game, honestly. Yeah. Terraform and sometimes craft. But yeah, I would love to get some good progress done on the wall. I'm not sure what we'll do, if we'll do this back wall this year or not. It would be nice if we can get this entire area done before the end of the year, I think. But I do have Winter Village, which I wanted to go back to at the start of December. So, bro, your stream is dead. Thanks. Appreciate that, Robert. I did want to have like a resin brick road with some red sandstone. So getting some of the road in as well, I think will help us a lot. Maybe even prepping out like where our castle's gonna be with some blocks, maybe like just some stone or something. That would be nice. So yeah, let's just get started. I do have some news. We will be streaming only for an hour and a half today. I know, I'm sorry. However, Sunday we will be streaming as well. From now until the rest of the year, I want to try out streaming 2 times a week. So, as far as times go, I would definitely say to just watch the Discord and the community posts on YouTube, and then you'll know when that day, because I don't really know my schedule every week, but you'll know for sure that I'm going to stream on Thursdays and Sundays. And as per usual, if you ever feel like you're missing out on anything, go check out my youtube.com/@simicrafts to go see all of the VODs. I think we're on this stream today will be VOD number 62. Isn't that crazy? 62? Man, man. We are out here doing the damn thing, aren't we? That's just eggs for when I go kill the wither, I guess. Yeah, we have lots of planning blocks, lots of prep that we can do. Just trying to refamiliarize myself with this area. I know I wanted to make some of those. How are we on coal? I know I collected a bit when I was gone. And I also remember that we needed a greenhouse desperately, so that we can actually wax all this copper. However, if we're going to end up using copper as more of like an accent, then we'll need a lot less of it, which is good. What was I meant to do with this, y'all? What was I just doing with this coal? Oh, yeah. Let's go load it up in here. Or don't want to waste anything. I thought I had a box. Man, I thought I had a box for... Bless you, my love. Ah, here we go. Okay. Good to know, good to know. This is also where I have like my dark oak. Seems cool. As you can see here, I have an entire stack of gunpowder, and that's because I chilled out at the mob farm for a long freaking time, dude. Like so long. I'll just smelt with these, man. And for now, oh, look at that. For now, let's make some more. Yeah. So I do have an entire stack of gunpowder like that. I think I will go get my remember I had that sugarcane farm to the, which direction is that? To the south? I'm going to try not to show my map that often and really rely on my own means of getting around. I'm very proud of ourselves this year though. We've done quite a bit. Like the freaking mountain that used to be here before, gone. So many things are lit up and prepped for the future. Some builds are planned. But yeah, we have like so much to do around here. And I'm tired of seeing things that are like half built, you know? We also do have some bees over here that we can just like keep coming back and forth and stealing from, kind of. We don't really spend that much time in this area for them to like actually work. But yeah. Like this, for example, the black wool. I knew this sugar cane would come in handy, y'all. So glad I planted it. And this here is Subscriber Village, if you guys were curious. Oh my god! I'm sorry. Dude, today I've played already like 2 hours. Oh my god, how am I missing? He's right in front of me. Today I've already played for like 2 hours, and I'm just kind of like a little on edge, considering that like at some point 4 creepers were on me. You could literally see in one of the mountains by the mob farm like 2 consecutive explosions that went off. So yeah, here we are. It sucks that these don't go perfectly, you know, but boom, look at that, man. Wow, that's crazy. I'm gonna put this in my pockets so that no matter what, we'll always have a means of getting more paper. This is awesome. Literally last time our bottleneck was not having enough of these, and I'm glad to say that is no longer a concern. These are some of the things I got while I was working over there. It's just kind of like my dump chest for now, but I keep it on me. Man, I would love to be able to, like I said, get some of this stuff renovated. I know we're going to be making Dayon's house this year at some point. I don't know why I always have to keep the chickens. I would love to get a variety of animals at some point, but that's not something that I'm like too concerned with right now. I know these for the Winter Wonderland is going to go crazy. Maybe I'll even start prepping some of those. Like in my free time, I'll start prepping some of the builds for the Winter Wonderland because I think we'll need it, man. I think it's better to be ready in advance. Oh yeah, like I was saying, I would like to get the castle done this year before I start any like new projects or go back to the winter. But we can still go back to the Winter Wonderland after Christmas is up, you know? But I think it would be nice to be there on Christmas. So let me make a note for myself so that I know. Hey Dayon, first stream from my own house. Oh my gosh. Are you on vacation? How are you? I've missed you so much. You have no clue. There's going to be an extra stream on Sunday. Today we're only going to go for an hour and a half. But there will be an extra stream on Sunday for like probably another 2 hours. Just whenever I get off work, whenever I get home. It should be around this time, actually. Like an hour from now on Sunday. That's when we'll do it. I need a pen. You moved. Oh, yes. Right. Oh my gosh. So you got your own place, so you moved out. Very, very nice. How has settling in been? I wish I could get you a housewarming gift. Maybe I could get you one in Minecraft. Is there anything you'd like? I can memorialize it for you. What's today's date? 13th, y'all? It is. So, yeah, I would like to be back in Winter Village, which will need another name. But I want to be back in Winter Village by Christmas. So I think as long as we can stay in this area for a little while and kind of like get prepared for Winter Village, we should be good. Maybe prep for a mob head. Ooh. 2 weeks of pushing my arms to the limits with painting. Dude, was it worth it though? You can always put pictures in the Discord. Make a lightning rod and place a creeper head. Okay, I'm going to write that down. Let's get you a creeper head. I don't know if you missed it or not, but I literally was assaulted by 4 creepers today. Didn't die though. Didn't die, as you can tell from my levels. You want a creeper head on a lightning rod. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to mitigate some expectations today. We're only going for an hour. So today's about placing blocks and maybe a little bit of resource gathering. Not much though. I'm not really like too chuffed with that. I don't really mind. As you can see, Dayon, oh man, I put them all away. But as you can see, we got a few fireworks. It should last us for today's stream, and then in between I'll just have to go and get some more, like in between streams. Where was I keeping these? Aha. Very nice. So place the lightning rod next to a creeper. You need to charge a creeper. Yeah, I need to charge a creeper, and then I have to have a skeleton shoot him, right? Oh no, I have to have a charged creeper blow up another creeper. You need to unbox your stuff, so you'll mostly listen. That's okay. I know Ramen's gonna be playing Minecraft, so we're all kind of doing our own thing today. Pretty much chilling. I wish we could hang out more, you know? And that's why I want to start streaming twice a week. Thursdays and Sundays. Do you work on Sundays? You don't, right? Maybe I'll just take out this house just for my own amusement. Make myself feel better, like I've done something to this area. I always make it to the point where I push all of my villagers outside, but do I ever give them all a home? No. The answer is no. Okay. Let's get your job out of here, dude. You can go work with the other Fletchers on the other side. Okay. Like, thank you. You said no, you don't work on Sundays. Nice. You don't want a creeper head. You want a skeleton head. They're the best decoration. I agree. Okay, so you want a skeleton head. That'll be very fun. Oh my gosh, I have to tell you, Dayon, what happened to me earlier today. When I first started playing today, I was trying to fix my mob farm, right? Because where we left off last time, a couple weeks ago, my mob farm was just like working subpar. So here I am trying to figure out what's going on, right? I free cam and I accidentally glitch into the ceiling, and I discover that not only did Halloween mobs spawn with the head, like with the jack-o'-lantern head, but also they did not burn in the sunlight all those times that I had played afterwards, like after Halloween. So what does that mean? I literally had Halloween mobs today in my game. And what did I do? There was a bunch of creepers and skeletons on top. You know what I did, bro? Oh my gosh, you will not believe me. I was like, you know what? Let me just go fly up there. If I could fly up there, then I could shoot the creepers from far, right? Fuck out of here, dude. Why did I do that? I ended up flying too far, and all the mobs despawned. I recorded it, though. Don't worry. So there'll be a short or something on YouTube. Maybe on TikTok as well. I don't know. But isn't that so messed up? So then they all despawned, and I was really sad about it. But I did light up some of the area, so my farm is working much better now than it was when I first built it. And part of the issue was that I'm too close to the killing chamber and to like the spawning platform. But also it's because the stuff on the bottom was not lit up properly, because I didn't do it over like an ocean, you know? Yeah. So that's what happened. Terrible, terrible news, but we persevere. I did do quite a bit in that area, and I got all of those fireworks before stream. I started a little late today. Had to get ready for work, of course. I have to work tonight, which is why we're having such a short stream. Look at that. One less house. One less house over here. Gotta figure out where to put Dayon's house, to be honest. You'll have the first house in Subscriber Village because you were the first subscriber. Heck yeah. Alright, let's just put these all away. Having like wood on me is nice, and I am building with these materials, so I'll keep those. I'll put the panes away, and maybe I'll just light up some more of the area. I'll keep those on me. Let's get some honeycomb, and then let's kick it into gear, shall we? We have a limited amount of time today. In other news, the new Red Bull winter flavor is freaking delicious, and also I think the government is no longer shut down? Question mark, question mark. We're not entirely too sure about that. It's going to take a few days for it to all finalize, but they sure are taking their sweet time, aren't they? With that government shutdown. We had to fly, and there was like no agents on the ground. There was no traffic controllers, and they were like, guys, it's bad weather, and that's why it's taking so long to take off. It's just waiting on the president to sign. Loser pedophile. Bro, facts. You never told a lie, man. At least not that one. That one wasn't a lie. All right, let's go fly back to our little area. It's literally just a hop and a skip. And if you look at the map, I guess the bigger one, over here is where the mob farm is ish. It's really not that far away. So 2 rockets to get to the castle area. And then it's like another 2 rockets to get to the mob farm, which is like not bad at all, in my opinion. Once we have like a walkable terrain with bridges and stuff, I can just put my horse and we can save a lot of rockets. I don't really want to be super dependent on those. But yeah, I still have a bunch of... Oops. I don't know how that hurt me. That was the most smoothest descent I've ever experienced in my life. But sure, I suppose. I'm just gonna jump right into it, man. I feel like I never do, and I'm always upset about it. But we have 2 different mob farms now in the world. This is the most I've ever done in a world. Like, I am so proud of myself. You guys have 0 clue. I would love to go back into the end at some point as well. I'm looking for some tuff. And I guess I'm gonna look for some stone. Just enough, y'all, to get me through the vibes. This should be all that I need. Very nice. Is there any... Oh, yeah, andesite. I don't feel like I go through that much andesite. That's okay. Don't hurt nobody. Let's check on the materials down here. That's doing good. Okay. Sorry if you hear my cough. I caught something on the way back. Yeah, and I've been taking my vitamins like crazy so that I don't catch it. I have been deathly terrified that I'm also going to get sick. I'm like, please tell me you took your medicine today. Because the longer that it stays, bro, like the longer that you wait to do all that stuff, the worse that it's going to be, in my opinion. So let's just start taking out a few blocks. Very nice. I bet if we went in there with some, yeah, some mossy into that, that's nice. Oops. Okay, and then we're gonna do cobbled in there. I do remember dying somewhere. I just don't remember where. And I know that I need to like go collect a bunch of blocks. Welcome in, welcome in. We are just doing some work today on the retaining walls, on the walls really mostly, before I have to go into work, unfortunately. Let's go like this. I love like wrapping the blocks, like the texturing. I think it just makes way more sense to me. Yeah, there we go. Oops. Very excited though still about all of our plans here. Slowly but surely I know that we're gonna get this thing done. I just need y'all's faith. I need y'all's support. You know? Like if it's taken forever, it's because I have a job. I do have a job, unfortunately. You know, I think this wall could use some light. I would love to also figure out some kind of like lamp situation. Maybe we could experiment with some of that. What should my little stables be made out of? I like the idea of the dark oak being like a pretty reliable block to use. I really do love the dark oak because I just feel like it goes with everything. Because if I can start replacing some of these pillars now, man, this thing's gonna look so good. Doing a little bit of building, why not? Never hurt nobody. I feel like I just overthink things too much, you know? I'm the kind of person that has to be working on multiple different projects at once. So for me, this is just a little light work. Just a little light work. Yeah, why not do these like so? Because I feel like I wanted them to have like little rooms. My favorite thing is like hiding blocks. Like nobody's gonna know. Well, now you guys know, right? But don't tell anybody, okay? It'll be our secret. It'll be the if you're a subscriber, you got it secret. Man, I loved streaming. This is so fun. Even if nobody cares, you know, I'm still happy. Let's get this one right in. Oopsie. Getting that one under there. Because, like, then should we also make the front pillars? Yeah. I think we should. Just to kind of make it a little bit more set in stone. So then we're going to hit one of these bad boys. 1, 2. Hey man, something's changing. I feel it in the air. Maybe this can be like a little water trough back there because it's a very awkward spot. That can be like a little water trough, I think. You were so sad that I didn't stream last week. I thought I had said, you know, I was sad also. We had a good time in New York, but I was very sad that I didn't stream. It felt like something was missing a little bit, you know. Yeah, you forgot. Like if you had, you said, what blocks do you think complement dark oak the best? Like if you had a dark oak floor. We've had this conversation, but I do think this yellow looks very nice. I think it pops. I think nether brick, cherry looks really nice with dark oak. The pale oak is a nice stark contrast to that. In fact, I mean, I might even put some pale oak over here to just make it look very bright. I can do pale oak stables. Not sure, not sure. Keep things looking very, very bright and open and airy. We saw Hamilton. We did see Hamilton on Broadway. Isn't that so cool? So freaking cool. I guess nothing will go here, man. It's just such an awkward area. What else? What doesn't look good with dark oak, you know? I mean, there's acacia, obviously spruce, but I think when you use dark oak and spruce, it can kind of run the issue of looking a little too brown, you know? Like, what does that even mean? Who knows? Okay, so I'm seeing a little bit of an issue, but not much. I guess I'll go around and add a whole nother pillar to these. Because these really are going to be little hut houses for the stables. One thing about me, I'll never do what I said I was going to do. I mean, eventually. I wanted to be working on the wall. And now here I am. Like, oh, what does this do? You know? How tall do I want this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe just 5 blocks tall. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oopsie. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know what looks really good with dark oak as well? Mangrove. Bamboo. Ooh, bamboo really pops. Bamboo really pops with dark oak. He said, am I the only one who is hearing Minecraft sounds double? I hope not. I hope you're not hearing them double. I did lower them down like a lot because I felt like they were pretty loud. So why do I have one extra? Like, this is so annoying. You know, maybe this house doesn't need to be that tall. Maybe we just make it only a little bit bigger than the other one. There we go. Very nice. So we have these 4. And what am I going to do with these 4? What am I going to do? I guess I'll just go put them away for now. Okay, I'm not crazy. Yeah, you're hearing them double. Why? Okay, let me know if this is better. I'm going to mine a block. All right. Figured it out. We figured it out. Not too bad. Not too bad. I actually think, if I do make these little bits on the sides out of pale oak and birch, then what am I going to make this place out of? You know? I feel like stables look cuter when they're like more brown and warm toned. Personally. It's fixed? Awesome. what if I grab wherever it is? I guess I'll just grab this oak for now. Oak is crazy. I know. I never use oak. But this is for our little stable. Surely they don't need anything too fancy, right? Oops. Gonna start starving. This looks nice. I know you are, but you definitely can be proud of yourself. Thank you. I'm really trying, man. Like I feel like I had all these goals for the year, you know? And I feel a little bit remiss as if I did not really accomplish those goals. But you know, here we are. That's why you keep on trying and you keep on I guess opening that door. Speaking of doors, I just realized that these guys will need like a doorway. I think they'll need a doorway. But can they fit through I don't think they can fit through a one block. So if I put two doors on either side, would they be fine? Is the question. I think we're going to give them a little window like this, and then it'll be like a little copper bar situation in the beginning. Goals in Minecraft and real life. Thank you. Yeah, going to go see Hamilton was a crazy thing for me. I think I cried like 5 or 6 times. I was so like not distraught, but I was I was just enamored by the concept, you know? I was like, I can't believe that we're here right now. Literally, there's a line in the song that's like, I can't believe we're here with him. You know, that's how I really felt. Like, that Aaron Burr. And it was like the guy from the original, it was the guy from the original show. Love also if you want that. Yes, of course. I keep telling him, when you're gonna marry me? When are you going to marry me? I'm trying to be married. I would like for them to be able to like see each other. Have like little, maybe like some fencing here. Something like that wouldn't be too bad. Because then I can actually just lead them to the fence. And then I wouldn't really have to faff about with any doors. But I still will, I think. But at least I'll know they'll stay there and they won't go anywhere. They'll have the illusion of freedom. I do like the oak. I do like the oak. I think it's looking very good with the yellow. So we're going to keep it that way. And then maybe this house will be the white and the birch. Like the pale oak and the birch. Very nice. All right. Let's keep going with this texturing. I love that we're adding a little bit at a time, you know. It just, to me, it feels like it's piecing together eventually. Yeah, I like that. I guess I'm realizing as well how little I have to actually texture. If I just start the whole thing in stone, then I don't really have to do that much, do I? Ramen, did you get the hint? I don't know, actually. We shall see. I'll let you know. Let's do something like that. Sure, why not? We'll switch out these like so. I bet I can get an andesite over there. Let's wrap that in stone. And then we'll come around like so with the tuff. Very nice. I'm liking it. I'm liking it. I'm seeing a little difference. I think it's coming together. Ah, man, this is nice. All right, let's keep going. I think something like this for the andesite to go. I also really like that I'm not using that many blocks. I think it just makes my job a lot easier. Let's go boom. And then let's go boom pow. Bonk. Boom. Yeah. I love just placing the blocks down and then being like, yeah, that'll do. That'll do for me. I'm really liking it. I'm not gonna lie. All right, let's keep going. Okay. How fun. Yeah, part of me just doesn't really want to move on without properly giving myself the time to finish this area. I keep saying I'm going to finish things, and like, when am I going to do that, you know? When will I find the time? I don't know, but I would like to make it instead of just waiting around for the answers, you know? I'd rather just make the time now. Let's do that one with some andesite up there, if I can reach that. Very nice. Let's do, let's get some andesite right here as well. Seems like a lot of light will come in that way. Let's put a little cobble there. And then maybe let's get one of these down here as well. And let's change that around. Very nice. Okay, we'll skip a little bit and then we'll do another area like that. And then I bet we can get some cobble wrapping this as well. Look at that, just like a present. Okay. Continuing. Let me know if I'm annoying you guys. You can always just let me know. Like, hey, can you actually be quiet? Unironically, do you know how many times I've been told that in my life? Too many. Too many for it to be fair, to be honest. But that's all right. I love the look sometimes of doing like multiple of the tuff. Oh man, the tuff was one of my favorite blocks added to Minecraft. I feel like everybody says that, but man, I'm not kidding. Really not kidding with that. Let me knock your socks off with this stellar move. No, I don't think I'm doing anything groundbreaking though. I mean, I'm literally breaking the ground, but other than that. Dude, somebody's got to make me a dad real quick because my dad jokes are diabolical, to say the least. And yeah, ever since we came back, I literally cannot stop singing the Hamilton songs. It's just in my head all the time. I would love to see if I can get some like cross-platform things going on at some point, because I think it would just make life a little bit easier for me, especially when it comes to like uploading the VODs. Kind of like that, just like that, you know? And then let's get some of these bits in here. Because remember, there's going to be a big ass house right here. We don't need to do too much. Oops. I can't honestly describe how I do my texturing. I just know that some things bother me and other things do not. So if something bothers me, I just kind of switch it out. I think you should try that, Ramen. You said, what's the next thing I'm excited about? Oof. Hmm. Well, I suppose that would be Christmas. Because, well, we're building my little brother a PC. So I'm very excited to give him that for Christmas. I really like giving gifts for Christmas. I don't really care to like receive them all that much, but I really do like giving gifts. I like the feeling of that like gratification that, oh, you know, you really do know that person because they really did like that gift, you know? And I like when other people give me good gifts as well. I do. It's like, oh, you listen to me and you know what I like. Isn't that nice? So I guess I should say Christmas. I'm most nervous about Vlogmas. I'm not gonna lie. Last year I did Streamus, which I streamed every day pretty much until Christmas. Most days until Christmas, I should say. If I'm being more honest with you. Yeah, I streamed most days before Christmas, which I thought was like a little insane. So I'm trying to just stream twice a week for now because this year I actually have a job. And yeah, I mean, but this is also a job as well, you know. And I want to keep treating it like that. I don't want to not put any effort into this world and into like streaming. I like hanging out with you guys. I'm excited to see what the new year will bring us. Will bring us all. Man, I don't think I like this one like that. Okay. So let's take this out. And then let's do sure. Look at all this stone up here. What about you? What's the next thing you guys are excited about? I do think Christmas and Vlogmas will just fly by, honestly. And then I guess I'm just excited for the new year, man. For everything new to come. Ooh, if I'm being honest, did you know? I've started refilming a Let's Play series. I know I said that before. I know. Trust me, I know. But I mean it. There is a Let's Play series coming. And the running date right now that I'm trying to get it on is by December the 1st. So everything going to plan, I will have a Let's Play series on my YouTube channel starting December the 1st. You said you're going to go on a week-long vacation. Stranger Things 5. You're right. And Sinterklaas. That is the same as Christmas, right? Oh. But it's on December the 5th. Oh, interesting. So that's like soon. Man, that's real soon. Are you prepared? Do you guys give any gifts? What's the culture like? Is it less capitalistic than ours or is it more? Because I'm trying to not make it a super capitalistic Christmas. We're setting like budgets and things like that, but things can be very difficult when the culture is to spend a lot of money. Otherwise, you don't like love people, it seems. Something I don't like about this, but I can't put my finger on it, so we're just gonna have to deal with it. Sinterklaas lives in Spain and he comes with a steamboat to the Netherlands. This Saturday he comes. Oh, wow. Okay, okay. Very nice. That's big. So is he gonna come like is it like a field trip with you guys? Are you gonna have to work on during Sinterklaas or do you get like the day off and things like that? I figured you mostly worked during the week, but I don't know what the culture's like. It's getting increasingly more difficult to texture over here. So I think the solution to that is to just not. To just come over here like so. Can't wait to plant a field over here. Yeah, very nice. Let's get this in. Maybe we can have a couple of like crumbly bits here at the bottom. Let's get in one of those. Maybe. It's not bad. Very nice. Kids can send their shoe at the chimney and get presents. And I think that's where the stocking comes from. We do stockings here in US, and that's actually how we're going to do our gift exchange. We're going to exchange some stockings, me and my mom and my family. And then we're going to put gifts in the stocking. So gift evening. Okay, I get it. So his workers, are those the elves? Is that the word for elf? Pietin? Pietin? We don't have elves. You play Piet for disabled children this year? Oh, okay. Okay, that's very nice. So Sinterklaas is his birthday. So I go dress as a Piet. I'm going to go look this up because I am very curious as to what this is. I'm going to go Piet Netherlands. Very curious. He serves as an assistant to the saint. Oh, girl. Girl, this is Black Pete. I know you're not going to do no... I know you're not going to do blackface. Girl, I understand why they're black because they go through the chimney, but these people are putting on curly afros and red lipstick. Just don't put on the lipstick. Don't do the afro either. This is blackface if I've ever seen it. This is just blackface. We are not full black anymore. Okay, yeah. This is crazy. Because, of course, his helpers are black with afros and red lipstick. Babe, turn around and look at my screen. What the fuck is this? You're gonna dress up as Black Pete. Yeah, girl, this is just going back to slavery. This is this is nasty. I can't support this. You're telling me white old man can just sit on his ass while his black helpers are gonna go and distribute the gifts? What does that sound like to you? I know that you guys love him, but it's still racist. Because do y'all be having curly hair? I don't fucking think so. Correct me if I'm wrong. I was thinking you would think this. You know who I was when you met me. Come on. Just don't wear the curly afro. You don't need to do that, you know? Because I'm looking at this and it's just blackface. It's just an excuse for blackface and a further caricature of black people, you know? You don't need the red lipstick for sure. For sure, you don't need the red lipstick, okay? If you want to smear a little bit of black on your face to make it seem like you went to the chimney, I totally get that. But you do not need the red lipstick or the curly afro. I think that's a step too far in my opinion. If you care about my opinion, I think that's a step too far. Like I've seen this I'm looking at some pictures right now, and the people who don't have like the curly wig on, I think it's much better. But man, y'all got some, there must not be enough black people there. Cause if there was, y'all, we wouldn't be having to have this conversation right now. This would be banned. All right, let me get back to the game. My bad. My bad. I care about your opinion, but that's what we do. I know. I know cultures are different and things like that, but I also know that the Dutch like really did had a big hand in the Atlantic slave trade. So yeah, maybe let's not send any pictures of those in the Discord. No, you can do whatever you want. I'm not the boss of you, man. But maybe let's not send any pictures in the Discord. Yeah, I know it's a party. I guess it's just one of those things. I'm like, maybe I should not be in the Netherlands during the December 5th. I don't, maybe that wouldn't be the best for my mental health. You know? I think that's perfectly fine. All right. What am I doing? I got to go around this way because I remember that there was quite a bit over here that needed texturing. Huh. Nice. Parkour. Okay, so this is all textured up. It's here, over here, that I have to get back to it. Because this will be what kind of like separates me, like my land, from the students down below over here. It's hard to understand. We don't know the party, but I understand how it looks for you. No, I read through the history. I do understand. You know, we've had similar traditions in America. We've had similar events and parties and festivals and things. But you know, it's still racist. It's still racist, even if you don't mean it to be. That's what a microaggression is. It's racism that you don't mean. So, like, it's okay. You know, I understand that is different. I guess I just don't. I probably won't want to be there when you guys have these events. Personally, I hope you understand. Something's not right here, huh? Something ain't right, y'all. Okay, let's get it up. That's what she said. All right, let's go. I'm just kidding. Y'all kind of threw me off guard with that one. All right. Very nice. I think that's looking good. And then we'll get another sneaky little andesite right there. All right, we got about 30 more minutes of stream today. Don't worry, like I said, we'll be streaming again on Sunday. Be here or be square, be blocky. You know what I mean? Let's get a nice little strip of andesite up here. Maybe one right here. It's all vibes based, honestly, y'all. Completely vibes based. Even in Suriname, they have Sinterklaas and Peter, St. Peter and Sinterklaas is back there. Yeah. Yeah, man. Things change all the time. I do hope you guys do change that eventually. I hope that you do change that. Because what about all the little black children? You know, what about those people who grow up being typecast into that, and people think that they're gonna act silly or that they're meant to give people things? You never know. There's a reason why we ban things like that here, you know, or that we try to. Not that people don't continue to try. There's plenty of people walking around in hoods over here, and they don't really hide it, to be honest. At least you guys appreciate the person, you know? Yeah, I do need to get us some music, though. I think it's getting a little ridiculous. What do y'all think? 2 years and no music? Man, we got to get something going with that. That was probably the wrong move for real. Let's go. Sure. I don't know what I'm doing. I literally don't know what I'm doing. If anybody acts like they know what they're doing in Minecraft, they're like a liar or an artist. Like, I truly believe that in the bottom of my gut. And you know, either one of those things, those two things are not mutually exclusive in my opinion. My thing is, if I take this out, right, I'll just put an andesite there. Yeah, that'll do. That's gonna do it for me, y'all. Let's keep going. I don't know why I feel the need to keep saying that. Like, let's keep going. Yeah, I guess it just like makes me feel better. Like, I'm not talking to myself completely. There is a few people here. Thank you very much. Even if I was talking to myself, y'all, I would still be doing this. Cause I just like this game. I really do. I was sitting there like, damn, I wish I had time to play more Minecraft. Like, I really do. I wish that I didn't have to like wake up and go to a job that I don't like. And it's not even the job for real. It's entirely like the people I work with and the fact that, you know, not everybody is concerned with sharing the burden. And when people do not share the burden, then you have a lot of people who feel like they're doing more than others. And that doesn't really make sense if nothing's getting done. Somebody's not doing something. You know what I mean? All right. We got that little wall textured up. It's looking pretty good, I think. So we have this area. We started on the stables, and we also did that area as well. So that entire retaining wall is finished. Yeah, I could use some more oak if I wanted to set up this area some more. And everybody always does the spruce door thing for the front. I didn't really want to use spruce. Maybe some acacia doors might not look too bad, but that just kind of feels like prison to me. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. I don't know what you do, but it looks good. Thanks. Only after trial and error. Do you see this roof? Look at this. This is ugly. I think this is ugly. I'm sure somebody else could pull this off, but I don't think I'm at that level in my Minecraft career yet. My Minecraft career. Yeah, man. I'm just doing my best, I guess. So we're gonna come over here and do this little retaining wall as well. Was I supposed to be extending it? I wasn't sure about that. Why not? Let's go for it. Let's just build it up real quick and see what this looks like. Because we need to get a move on. Bonk. Okay. Nobody saw that. You know, it's not the worst thing I've ever done. So I'll take the win, to be honest. Cool. We're gonna do like so. That's nice and gradual. In fact, I bet. Let's place that on the ground there. And I bet we can get some more gradual things going over here. Yeah, over here is going to be where the student housing is. And they're going to have their own little cottages and things. I thought that was really cute. It's going to be a steep walk, though. I have it starting over here mainly, like connecting to the path, which will come around this way. And then you'll come down. But then you see it starts becoming a little bit more difficult to descend. And maybe that's just a part of the maybe that's just a part of like the college experience, is living somewhere that's a little bit difficult to traverse. I didn't want to do that to them personally. All right, let's fix up this little area right here. Did y'all colonize Suriname? I don't know the answer to that. Oh, the answer is yes. It's all right. It's okay. Ooh, look at that. I think this type of texturing is really good. When you keep it to like the darkest of these corners, and then you accentuate that darkness like so, I think it really adds to the effect, you know? So then I can add some more crumbly bits right down there. And it's like, ooh, this place has story. This place is so historical. Let's come up here and add in a few bits of andesite, shall we? I think adding the andesite first is actually quite clutch, believe it or not, because then we can make sure that everything else blends together into the andesite very nicely. Why do I not have like any coal or torches? We got 52 coal ore. I gotta finish lighting up this area. 52 coal ore. How many stacks of coal do you think we're gonna have? They had their fingers in every pot, bro. Even America, even on American soil, even in like the French. like with the French. Damn, I thought we'd have more than this by now, if I'm being honest. I'm working with a third of what our Congress has promised. Zombie. Did y'all see that? On the map? I was like, what are we talking about here? Like, what are we talking about here, you know? What is that in the distance? Couldn't tell you. Couldn't tell you. All right. How many stacks? How many stacks? 6 stacks? You said that actually it says that the last Dutch colony only got independence in 1975. Bro, my mom was alive. That's crazy. My mom was not yet alive. You said you would say 2 stacks and some change. Wait, 6 stacks? You should have kept with your original thing, boy. Look at that. 2 stacks. Boom. Look at all that. Delicious. Look at all that delicious torches. Okay, let's start just lighting things up like crazy. Because we are crazy people. And I like things to be lit AF, boy. I'm sorry, y'all. I haven't had that much sleep. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. Psh. Psh. Come on. Oh yeah, we also have a little retaining wall over here as well. Don't really know what I was doing with this. Like, why is it like this? I don't know. I think I was trying to experiment with different types of retaining, but or did I just want a lot of land here? Not sure. Maybe I ran out of stone. Maybe. Hey Ramen, when you get that water, you should get some for yourself, man. You're sounding horrendous right now, dude. I love that I'm just discovering like the best ways to go about building in Minecraft. I'm like, you know what? If I'm gonna do something like this that's gonna have a lot of blocks, it does make more sense to me it does make more sense to just get it all down in stone, right? And then go and figure out what am I gonna do it in between. Damn it. I need to like take some things out of my inventory for real. Sure. The bundles are great, man. Bundles are awesome. Oops. So we have this wall looking a little strange, if you ask me. I bet if we moved over... Oh, what's going on here? This is why I tried to fill things in, y'all. This is terrible. What if instead... Maybe I was supposed to put that right here. What if instead we did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? And then what if... Okay, I guess. And then I guess we'll have to come out 1, 2 more. Okay, so we'll do 2 like this, and then we'll come out 2 more. So this will be like this, right? For a second, that really stumped me. I just wanted to double dirt it real quick. Yeah, I think this is looking way better. And there is still enough space for like a good enough walkway, in my opinion. Spreading this out just to kind of, like I said before, make that gradual decline. But if I have to make something steep, then it is what it is. At some point, I'm gonna have to let go of this terraforming, and I'm just gonna have to give it to someone, give it to someone else, because this right here is going to kill me. Okay, let's keep going. Let's keep going. Oh yes, I want this here as well. Right? Maybe this here can be like a little, I don't know, girl, a little something. So then we will have this like so. And let's just drop that right there. Nice. Okay, okay. And now we can go up here, up top, and start replacing some things. Oh, I ran out of andesite. That's a good sign, y'all. Very good. That means we've done quite a bit of block placing today. I'm very proud. It's so weird. I had no plan. Well, I had some plan, but I wasn't expecting that I would be able to get this much of it done, you know? So this is very happy for me right now. I think I'll add the andesite here when I get it. And then down here, let's just do some crumbly bits. Oops. Like so. Right? And then it'll be andesite, andesite. There's already one there. And I bet we can fit another little... Ooh. I bet we can fit another little, like, one of these down here. Yeah, let's go like that. Yeah, I like that. It's a little subtle, I think, but I think it works fine nonetheless. Maybe let's put like a broken one down here. Yeah, and then we just need a little bit more andesite up here, I think. Yeah, that'll be for the andesite. Let's go get some more. We still have a little bit more time. Ooh, look at that. Where'd you get that? What is it called? A memoji? A bit. What is it called? People need to stop gifting me subs. Oh, you need to go. I'm sorry. Bye, Dayon. Yes, I hope to see you on Sunday. I was like, why can't I run? Being due. You don't know if you can make it? That's okay. It'll be around the same time. Maybe like an hour later than I started today. And we'll be going for like 2, maybe 3 hours, maybe. It depends on how tired I am. But if not, then I will see you on Thursday. I think it's very good that like you can at least see me once a week, you know? And if you want to, you can watch the VODs before you go to bed. I've been told I have a very soothing voice. I do hope you get on with the rest of your week pretty good. And I hope that you get everything that you want. You be safe. Was it over here that I was missing some? Yeah. So I want to put one there, I think. Was it over here? Man, I'm tripping, huh? It was this one. Okay. I should have started texturing stone with andesite way sooner, in my opinion. Oh, very nice. Okay. Let's texture up the last few bit of this wall, and then I think we're gonna call it a day, man. And actually, I think I will add some more to this wall right here. Maybe let's push it down one. And then we can start from here as well. This is just so we can close up the wall on this side just a bit. It's so tall, these walls. Looks like I need to bring down this tree. I can't wait to add back all of the custom trees as well. Eventually. This is my passion project, y'all. You gotta bear with me. I love the sound of chopping wood in Minecraft. What would you say if you're watching this in the future or if you're watching this in real time? You can go ahead and comment down below. But what would you say is your favorite block sound in Minecraft? I definitely do think the sound of wood breaking is pretty nice. What? I'm like, why is my inventory so bad? I forgot. Like, can we have a smoother descent? Why is it so difficult? Yeah. Ooh, I don't like that this pillar is not textured at all. Maybe this is a particularly crumbly bit of wall. I did think that there would be like another gate this way. And that there would be like another entrance. Might have to pull another retaining wall right here just to make things make a little bit more sense. Mining mud. Very nice. Very good point. Okay, okay. We should have just enough time to finish texturing up this retaining wall over here. And we did do a little bit of an extension, so I'm very proud. We probably should have done the texturing back when we built it, but I do really appreciate the ability to go back and change things whenever I want. I think that's what is like the best part about Minecraft to me. That nothing is set in the proverbial stone. You know? You can always change your circumstances, which is like not always the same. Like it's not always true in real life. In real life, there's a lot of things you can't control, but not in Minecraft. If you don't like something, you can just take it down, you know? For the most part, you can play Minecraft with zero consequences. And I think that's pretty nice. I think it makes Minecraft a much more safe game for people. Like, you know that you can always come back to it and it'll always be the same in that way. But also with these new updates and everything, it is getting a little bit modded. I cannot lie. I just don't know if I like it yet or if I think that it bothers me. But I'll let you know if and when I find out. What if we hit it with one of those and then we said boom? Nah, I think that's a little bit stark for me. All right, let's get that changed then. Let's go boom and then boom. Yeah, I like that. I mean, most of this you probably won't even be able to tell when you're just flying by, but I like to take pride in my work. Is that a crime? Is that a crime? Oh my god, if I fall off of this freaking cliff one more time. I know that I terraformed it like this, but who put that there? You know? Maybe we just make this pillar with a little bit of crumble. A little bit of like texturing there. And then we go up here like so. I love doing this as well. Whenever you hit one of these bad boys, I think it looks very nice. And then we can crush this one and then go bonk. We will have to go back up there and place the andesite. I think it's a nice way of kind of like sorting out where you want things to go. And we'll be continuing to light up this area as we should be, so that nothing spawns and that the rates on our mob farm is still good. All right, have fun and potty. I can already see where some of these houses are going to go, which is very nice. I don't know how many of them, but I would like, you know, a decent bit. I like the number 8. And I think 8 houses is not ridiculous. 8 little mini cottages is really not ridiculous to fit over here. Some of them are going to be more like Hobbit hole themed, I think. And some of them are going to be probably a little bit bigger than others. Maybe it can hold two, for people who want to have a roommate. But I think having like pathways and flowers and things like that and trees is really going to bring this whole area together. But it also needs to have spots for the houses. So I'm thinking maybe we should just go around before we leave today with some wool and see what we can make shake. I actually do not like the fact that this one is not really textured at all. I feel like there's not enough of another color here. Yeah, that makes more sense to me. Can't explain it, but it makes more sense. Wow, we've gone through another stack as well of the cobblestone. So we've placed at least 2 or 3 stacks of blocks today. Very proud of myself. Very proud of you guys as well for hanging out with me. Let's check this out. Yeah, it could use one of these for sure. We will be ending stream soon, but don't worry, I will be streaming again on Sunday. Because I just can't help myself, y'all. I gotta play so much Minecraft. There's only so much time in the day. So we'll be back here on Sunday for another hour and a half, maybe 2 hours, to grind and get as many things done as we possibly can. I think it's the only way to stay on track with all of the things we want to do. And to make sure that we are giving each spot our dedicated time. Be sure to follow me and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Subscribe to my Twitch. Support me if you'd like, if you can. Because we have big plans. We have big fun plans for this place. To me, it makes sense that there would be like a little bit of breaking down right there. Right here as well. Maybe we can get something going over here. Oops. I wanted to go boom, bang. Actually, doesn't it make more sense to hit one of these? And then we can put another broken down one here. I was thinking one of those. Actually, one of these would suffice. I know there's somewhere that I can go and collect a bunch of the mossy cobblestone, but that's why I have the vines over there for, like spreading and things. And if we do run out of quartz, I know that there's a way to solve that issue as well. With some cobblestone and some andesite, so. Maybe I should mix a little bit of cobblestone right here. Maybe that will give me the visual interest I'm looking for. Yeah, let's see what that looks like. I wish I could just throw things up and not care for real. I wish I could, but y'all, I'm just not that kind of person. If I'm going to be real with you, I like to think about where every block goes it just, man, to me, it makes it all the better, you know? Like, look over here, we're gonna do a little entrance somewhere, a little hobbit hole down there, maybe. Can't decide. What are these Endermen doing? I was just talking about how I'm trying to decide where each block goes, and they're over here moving shit around. Jesus. You think it looks so sick? Thank you. I mean, right now we just have a bunch of sprawling walls, and I'm so sorry about that. Hopefully, we can finish this building soon on Sunday. Hopefully, we can get a field in here. You know, maybe one of these streams we just dedicate it only to planting flowers in fields. I think that'll be fun. Do you want me to get a mod to stop Enderman greed? Absolutely. If you could do that, I would really appreciate that. If you could find me something like that, because this right here, I think, is pretty ridiculous, if you ask me. Because you can't turn off the mob griefing if you want the villagers to work, right? So it's just annoying, I guess. And I guess that's why you're supposed to want to kill them, right? Because they're annoying. But, you know, I don't want to have to stop every 5 seconds to go take care of an Enderman. I feel like that to me is a little bit egregious. I think I can fit a little bit more andesite right here. I really do like hitting them with one of these, because I think it adds, oh, look at that nice highlight, you know? Very nice. Okay, and then over here, we're just going to do a little bit of crumble. Not too much. Nothing crazy here, she says, as she replaces more blocks. But you'll get the vibe, certainly. You know what? I think I'm satisfied. I think I'm satisfied with that. Are you kidding me? Leave me alone. I'm literally getting ready to leave. Jesus. They never quit, do they? They never freaking quit. Come on. Thank you. That time he didn't even hit me. Are you impressed? You should be. You should be. Okay, let's see. I'm trying to decide what I should do, but I'm not really sure. You know what? We have this one block as well of like this what is it called? Sure. Sure. I'll take it. So that means we've definitely gotten rid of like 3 or 4 stacks of blocks today. Metaphorical high five. Psh, very nice, guys. Very nice. Look at what we did. Okay, look at this. We've went and textured up all of the walls that we have standing, which is pretty damn cool. Lots of walls, lots of retaining walls and things. Everything's textured, which is awesome. We even started on the stables a little bit, giving us a head start on what things are going to look like. I would say we made enough progress that it actually looks a little bit different than it did last time. So I'm going to call that a win. Let's take us a little screenshot for the thumbnail. Everybody say cheese. Cheese. Very nice. Let's get a few more. We got to fix this atrocity, man. We really do have to fix that. That nasty roof. At some point. I'll take a picture over here too, because this is what we mostly did today. All right. Let's get out of this. Thank y'all for coming to this hair stream today. I really appreciate it. I have to go and work and be a wage slave for the next 6 hours or so. 7 hours, something like that. If you'd like to prevent that wage slavery, then subscribe to my Twitch. Follow me on here for free. You can go subscribe to my YouTube channel for free. Leave me some comments. Say hello. Say what's up. Thank you so much for visiting me, dipping your toe in the water, even just for a little bit. I really appreciate it. I will be seeing you guys on Sunday. Ah! Bye. See you later. Have a great day. And have a good weekend.